Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? So today, it's been officially announced that Paramount Pictures and J.J. Abrams' own production company Bad Robot has won the rights to make an adaptation of the Japanese mega blockbuster anime film Kimi no Na wa or Your Name. Now I know whenever we hear Hollywood and live anime adaptations, we all cringe a little inside. But I'm an optimistic person, and whenever I hear that someone outside of Japan wants to pour money into making another attempt in creating an anime adaptation, I am all eyes and ears. Because we all know how they all turn out in the end, but still, to come back and try again and again is worth some praise. Especially when this time we have one of the biggest names in filmmaking attached to the project, being J.J. Abrams himself. Now I know he's not the most critically acclaimed filmmaker out there, but you can't deny his works are pretty popular and generally well received. If he can actually make an anime adaptation work in the North American market, it can spell many positive changes to the anime industry both in Japan and abroad. But let's take a look at who's on the team first. J.J. Abrams and Lindsay Weber will produce for Bad Robot along with Genki Kawamura, who was one of the two original producers for Your Name. Kawamura himself seems to be pretty happy about the team gathered for this adaptation and has no doubt this will be a great movie. But that's obviously coming from the producer himself, which really doesn't say much. But continuing on, Eric Heiser will write the screenplay. Now Heiser was the writer for the sci-fi film Arrival, which was based on a short story called The Story of Your Life. He also said that he was attracted to the challenge of adapting the non-linear story by its emotional content for The Arrival. He was nominated for the Best Adapted Screenplay for that film, so it isn't this guy's first rodeo when it comes to writing adapted stuff, while also being pretty good at it. And when it comes to reinventions of adapted material, J.J. Abrams is a veteran. From Star Wars to Star Trek, you may not love his works to death, but you'll still watch them and come out pretty satisfied. If there is one thing Abrams is good at, it is knowing and understanding the universe that he's adapting, while also understanding what the audience wants. And if we can come out of theaters satisfied from a live adaptation of Your Name, I think we can consider that a massive success. Toho's CEO himself has come out to comment that they are very excited to collaborate with an extremely talented team in Hollywood to create a live-action version of the iconic Japanese film that is Your Name. So this is definitely going to be a high-profile, high-budget adaptation. The director has not been announced yet, and I think it'll be some time before they start on this project, as J.J. Abrams has a ton on his plate right now, as he's the new director for Episode 9 of Star Wars. Now the only part I'm wondering is, how much are they going to change from the original story? For a story with so many Japanese cultural elements embedded into the symbolism and even the plot itself, I can't imagine a Hollywood adaptation where they have this movie set in a country other than Japan. Well, I can, but I really wish they wouldn't. Especially since this time, unlike with Ghost in the Shell or Death Note, they actually have the original producer on board this project as a producer. I definitely think this is a huge part as to why this project looks way more promising than any of the other live adaptations from before. And to see such a recent animated film being adapted so soon is also a sign that everyone involved is pretty on board with the project, which is also a good sign. Now the casting for this project is going to be one of the biggest topics when it's announced, especially in Asia where it's one of the most popular movies of recent times. And you can bet J.J. Abrams is eyeing the Asian market with this movie, as the name of the movie will sell millions of tickets alone. Which is also why I really don't think they will mess up the casting this time. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, and maybe this will end up a flop just like the rest of them. But you can't deny, this does look more promising than anything else we've seen before. On paper at least. Anyways, that's what I think of the upcoming live adaptation of Your Name or Kimi no Na wa. Do you guys think this adaptation will work out for J.J. Abrams and his team? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.